Allison Pryor, and I teach acrylic paintings for the beginner, step by step in real time, so you can follow along with me. So let's try our water. See if we can bring it to life. So you can use a fan brush or a flat brush. I find a fan brush, a small fan brush is nice. Little tiny one I got here. Should be able to get some small fan brushes online somewhere, or at your store, at your craft store or art store. Have a look around. It's good to have a little fan brush. So I'm going to go back over this water again now with our third highlight. There we go. And I can use the whole fan brush because it's small. We're just bringing in some, and your paint underneath can be dry as long as you keep, if you lose your underpainting because it's dry and you go over what you did, just go back and get some more blue. Not to worry, just put it back in, just put in some more blue. You know, just put in the underpainting in between what you did, so there's no need to panic or anything. And so we'll just do our highlight on top of our water. There we go. And now what we're going to do is, I brought it up a little bit there, so you're adding your highest highlight for now. And I just put white on my brush and touch over and down again for your waterfalls. Touch over and down. Okay, touch over and down. Good. Touch over and down, touch over and down, and touch over and down. Fill in that spot there. So you don't have to do any extra, because on this step here, this highlights, these final highlights, you can fix things up and change things around, do whatever you want with it, okay? And that brings that little waterfall to life. And then underneath the waterfall, where it's falling in the water, then you're just going to bring a little bit of a water line here. You need a water line underneath here, where the land ends, and a little bit over here. See? So you get a nice little water line. And then you're going to put some more, you add a little bit of blue to your white. Because it's water, you want it to be able to see, but you just want to add some highlights, but you don't want to lose your underpainting. So we're just going to add a little bit. Add a little bit of blue, so you don't lose it all. And it's dry, so if you put your white over your dry paint, it's going to cover up whatever you have there. So now you're putting your highlights on and going back in to get a little more white. And I'm going to add whatever highlights I want. You can look at a picture, or you can just imagine what the water is doing. There we go. Now if you just wanted a flat blue look, you wouldn't need to put all this white on top of it. Probably a few little streaks, maybe even some shadows on your water. If it's a clear, you know how some water stays still, it doesn't even move. That's when you would need some nice shadows from whatever's on top of the land. Put them into your water. And just take the corner of your brush with a bit of white. And just tap that here as if the water is falling down and making a little bit of a splash. It wouldn't be too much of a splash because it's not falling very far. And just move that into the water so it looks like it's all in one. See? And it's good that you can see through your water there. Now that brought that to life, see? Now your painting is not flat anymore. It's got highlights on it. We'll add some more highlights to our rocks also. So you can take some white and a little bit of black to gray it up. You can make your own black. I have a video on how to make your own black. And then you can gray it up, but you still want to have it pretty bright. And put that on. You can use a fan brush or a flat brush. And put those little final highlights on top what you did, but only at the top. That's all you need. Just a little bit at the top. I find with hills and mountains, you just need to put your final highlights at the very top. Makes it look like there might be a bit of snow up there. There we go. Alright, just at the top here. Good. Good. Now you can also do some highlights on trunks. I have a little bit there, but I just want to show you 3 different brushes that you can use to put highlights on your trunks. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little bit of yellow. Might even add a little bit of green. Because trunks can be different colors. Probably not as brown as I have there, but you can look at the tree trunks and see what colors you want to use. So this is a bristle brush. It's just a small one, probably a size, I don't know, 4. Like I say, all the handles I got worn off from use. So I'm going to try a little bit of this, and it'll give it a little bit of mossy look on your tree anyway. There we go. So you can use that brush, or you can use a fan brush to put on your highlights. I'm just going to add a little bit of the yellow, and that's the effect it'll give you here. Gives it kind of a more of a rougher look, you know. But it might be a little more hard to handle, but that's okay. You have to practice with those. And I also have a filbert. You can use a filbert or a flat and put on some. Yeah, just little strokes. So you can use all those brushes and it'll work. You can also use a palette knife. And palette knife works pretty good. So if you have a whatever shape you want to use, this is a palette knife that I got here right now, and you can use different shapes, doesn't matter. I'm just scraping up a little bit of yellow. Now I'm left-handed, so I'll go this way. You can go up this way and put on your highlights just on the edge of your knife, or you can lay it flat. See? And then you can just take the front of your palette knife and move it around a little bit. Scrape it on there. Or I'm being silly. Okay, you can take it and go at the edge of the trunk and pull in. Okay. Get some more paint so you can see it. Touch and pull. Touch and pull. Touch and pull. These are just different ways that you can highlight your tree trunks. And you should always try different brushes, different techniques when you're doing something, whether it's trees, tree trunks, grass, whatever. Try different brushes, try palette knives, try all kinds of things. Oops. And now if you get something you don't like, don't panic. Just go back to your base coat again and take it out. Okay? Just take it out with your dark color, that's all. Much easier to work with when you make a mistake. You just go back to your normal base color. So I want to go back to the colors that I used, which is a bit of brown, and you could even add a bit of black to it to get it really dark. And you just go back and put your tree trunk back in. And that way, you can start over. See? Simple. So, it's all about trial and error, okay? No matter how much you learn, no matter how many artists and videos you look at, it's all about you using trial and error by using different brushes and trying different things. Get the basics from the artists and the videos you're looking at, but then you try your own thing, and that will help you be a much better artist, because then it's coming from you and your ideas. If you want to make, let's see. Say you want a little bit of moss on some of these rocks here. All you have to do is get your green paint, add some water to it to make it transparent, as if you're making a glaze, which you are making a glaze. See, it's transparent. See? And take that transparent paint and just rub it over your rocks. And that will give you a mossy look on your rocks without losing your rocks, okay? You see that? Let's see, I'll make sure you can see this. Alright. So get your mossy looking color, dark green, and then start putting it over your rocks. And that will give you some mossy look without losing your rocks. Let's try this one over here. Alright. Oops, sorry. Let's try these. So on the backs of these here you can throw on, and it doesn't matter if it moves around, it gets all over the place, because you can see through it. See? Look. Isn't that cute? Well, it's hard for you to see it because it's got a shine on it there. But take your transparent green and put it over your rocks or your hills, even your hills back here. Just try a little bit on the hills. So get your watery green and just put some over here. Yep. So here we go. I'll show you how to do that now. Let's see if I can get a good close-up for you. So now you want to put some moss on our hills. Closer. I'll make sure you can see it. Alright. So just put some green. Just put it anywhere because you can see through it, so you don't have to worry about losing what's underneath. Now if you want to make it a little thicker, you can. I'm just trying to show you. There we go. Might be a little hard for you to see, but make sure, try it out. You know, get a painting. This painting is all about, what I'm teaching you here there is get an older painting that you need to do some extra techniques with. You know, some bring it to life. You see it and you say, it looks finished, but I'm not sure. There must be other things I can do with it. Well, you know, adding these little details makes such a difference. Such a difference. And you can glaze up all different parts of your painting. Now when that dries, you'll be able to see the difference, but this will enhance it. Glazing, adding highlights, all kinds of things. So you just keep adding your glaze wherever you want it, and it's okay to put it anywhere you want because you can see through it. That's the big thing. So you want a little extra. If you didn't like your grass was too bright up here, just put some watery glaze, watery green on top of it. Right? There we are. Watery. See, it's watery. And you can put that on top of the grass that you did if it's too light. Say you didn't like that. See, and you can put some watery green there, and that way you get to keep some of your yellow, but you toned it down. Tone it down a bit. And it's that simple. And fun. You can do all kinds of things. Just don't be afraid.